All right, we're here with the Urban Coalition of Freelance Writers. We're here with an update. Sorry that it kind of took me a little while just to get back, get on the subject. But the subject we're going to be talking about today is the State of the Union address that President Obama did the other day. I'm going to give you a quick commentary, and Michael Hill, which is taping this for me right now,
Hello.
and he's gonna probably jump in here and there and stuff like that with a few comments and stuff like that. But pretty much, I'm gonna touch on a few things that I found important throughout the speech, and we welcome comments on our website www.myspace.com/UCOFW, or check us out on our YouTube page www.youtube.com/UCOFW. Now, the first thing I want to point out is in the speech. Um, wow, I don't know where to start. I guess I'll start off by saying that the major thing that bothered me with this speech is how Obama is still in this trap of trying to promote partisanship. And to me, I just think it hasn't worked so far, and I think he is too busy trying to please both sides. And I think as a president, it's not, or any person in leadership, I don't think that it's always about trying to please both sides. You need to do what's best for the people. And sometimes the job of a leader will not be popular. You're not going to always make decisions that are going to be popular, but they're going to be for the best interest of the whole country. I'm sorry. And I think the part of the issue is like he's reaching out to these people constantly, and he's just constantly getting shot down. You see it on these political talk shows, these commentaries. You see it in the disrespect that they have towards him, like during these certain speeches that he gives, like the speech on healthcare. You saw the blatant disrespect that they had for him, and then even with the State of the Union address, like these people were just like just blatantly disrespectful in the audience. So that's my biggest thing. He should really stop caring what people do. Be a leader. This whole nice guy image, it has to stop. That's my opinion. But
But Seneca, hold on a second. In these times of economic turmoil,
mhm,
people don't have jobs.
right.
We don't need to be divided anymore. We don't need to be divided on racial lines. We don't need to be divided on political lines.
But what do you have to say about the Republicans not coming together and not wanting to work with him? And he keeps trying to extend that hand out, but they keep shooting him down. They think it's a joke. I mean, how do you feel about that?
I feel they should all come together and
I do
have that
too.
happy medium somewhere.
Idealistically, I believe that, but I just think it's one of those things. Either you get on board or you get left behind. And I'm not saying that partisanship is not the answer because in an idealistic world, that would be a good thing. But I don't think that at this point it's realistic. They do not. It's deeper than this, and you got to realize that they're not going to be on board. So it's like at what point do you draw that line and say, hey, listen, if you want to get with what we're trying to do or not? And like I said, this should be a wake up call, especially with I can't think of his name at the top of my head, but the one that got the seat in Massachusetts last week. And I just really think that should be a wake up call because they need to really get on their P's and Q's and do what the people voted them in office to do.
When 64% of the country says that that man should be our leader, but then when he's leading, 64% of the people
Right.
sometimes agree, sometimes don't. We can't have
And
that.
I think it's discouraging too. And I'm like that type of person. I'm gonna put people like I love Obama to death, but at the same time, accountability. He has to take some accountability. And like at this point, you've been in office for a year, and I guess people are getting frustrated because it seems like the change that they voted for is just okay. when are we gonna start seeing this change? And I realized that you walked into a lot. You walked into this huge debt. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know, especially with this healthcare bill, it's like a lot of the things that we originally thought are going to be in the healthcare package. It's not going to be there. It's like the compromise. It's not even a compromise to me. It's just like, wow. It's like you're giving in. So it's just like, you know, people are just being discouraged about what they're seeing. And to me, it's like, I know the man has potential, but he needs to grow a backbone, and like, you know, he needs to put his foot down, because like, you know, it's kind of funny because when the Republicans was in office, Bush passed every single bill that he wanted to pass, and he didn't give a shit about partisan shit. He said either you get on board or whatever, you know, this, that, and the other. So my thing about it is, you know, excuse my language, but I'm keeping it real right now. Um, Partisanship works to a certain extent, but we're going to be right back with part two of this commentary, and Michael Hill is going to give you a little bit more of his insight when we get back, and we'll talk to you in a few.
I will talk about, yes, we can. Can what? Can change? Haven't showed us yet.